If you've been looking for love in all the wrong places, our next guest has the solution.
All right, here to give us the scoop on how and where to find your soulmate is life and love coach Sharmayne Jenkins. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Great to have you here, Sharmayne. Now, there are a lot of people who are still feeling a little slighted because they may not have had a Valentine's Day earlier, or a Valentine in general earlier this month. So what's your first piece of advice, how to get over that and get back on track on trying to find your love match?
I think that what's important for people to do is approach this from a place of empowerment, to be proactive in terms of looking for relationships. Sitting around waiting for somebody to come get you just isn't going to work.
It's not going to happen, right?
So put down the ice cream, get out of bed, then what?
Yeah, I think if, you know, a lot of people don't like going out. Certain scenes bother them, but you can stay home and be proactive. Like, there's a way to use your time wisely at home so that you can plan and meet people so you can get out and start giggling and schmiggling.
Okay, so what's
Give
some
us some
suggestions?
examples. Yeah, online dating. A lot of people are using Tinder now.
Right.
What do you think of
There
Tinder?
are plenty of apps.
I've heard some horror stories on that.
There are horror stories, but I know some people who have met people that they are now in significant relationships with. I don't think that you should really discount any of these forms. There's crazy people everywhere, and there's wonderful people who are your match everywhere as well. You can also have events on Facebook. People are constantly posting events. Look for things that interest you. And also Eventbrite, I found that when you join that, they will tell you events that other friends of yours are going to be attending. So you can look at that.
So you know someone you know is going to be there.
Exactly. You'll at least know there's somebody you know if it seems interesting to you and you're scared of just being out by yourself. But you know what kind of event. You can pretty much gauge what type of people are going there. So go out. Press the attend button.
Even if it's snowing out there, just get out there.
Why not go outside?
Be proactive.
Right, and if you're going to stay home, use that time to get on some kind of site or something and look for people that you're interested in.
Now, do you suggest multiple sites? Like, you should be on Match and Tinder and Christian mingling and all, like every site that's out there?
I mean, do you just go out to one place looking for people?
Okay.
So if you're going to go out to a variety of places to meet a variety of people, why not put yourself in that same kind of position if you're going to online date? Don't relegate yourself to just one site.
So when you're getting out there in person, what kinds of places should you be going to? Because they say you can find a good girl in the library.
All right, church.
Right?
Right,
Yeah,
go to church, find a good girl.
I remember Wendy Williams once said, go to a steakhouse if you're looking for a good man. Go there at lunchtime.
That's a good idea.
I think you should go places where you enjoy the activity that is being offered there. I don't think there's one good place to go. I think you should go someplace that makes you feel comfortable, someplace that there's an activity you like. If you like dancing, go dancing. Don't go to an art gallery. You know.
They do say the club isn't the best place to find you.
But it's not the worst. I mean, people have found love in clubs, right? And they found crazy people at a reading for poetry.
Right.
You know, I don't think that people should have hard and fast rules about where's the place to go and where's not the place to go. There are many stories of people finding love in the most unlikely places. So, yeah, so be open to it. But you have to be mindful of your attitude, because if you go into the place like, I know there's nobody good here, you won't even be open to somebody.
Right.
As well as
that. Come over.
Right. People are not going to talk to the person that's in the corner looking like they're sad and unhappy. You have to go places that you enjoy. People are attracted to people who are having fun and seem happy.
Yeah, you bring up a good point, because I think a lot of people can't be loved until they first love themselves. So what do you think the first steps are to making sure you can become the best you can be?
I think that innately most people are pretty awesome and special. I think it becomes you have to learn how to present yourself that way and recognize it in yourself. So you should carry yourself that way too. A lot of people are out looking for love instead of being loving. And thirsty doesn't translate well. Neither does somebody who's trying to be a suck, you know, the blood out of you. Love me, love me, love me. No, people want people who are, that they can see are going to love them back. Everybody's looking for the same thing. So make sure that what you show of yourself is the person who is kind, who is loving, who's willing to be vulnerable. Exercise that in other parts of your life, and you'll find that when you are outside, that will naturally shine through for you.
So when you are out and you see someone who catches your eye, then what? How do you approach them? Do you wait for them to approach you?
Especially if you're the female. Is it okay for a female to approach a guy these days?
Absolutely. Now, how you do it would be, you know, the I guess, indicative of what kind of relationship you might establish or how they'll receive you. But, you know, there are very subtle ways to speak with somebody without coming off like you're trying to be a hookup or like you're desperate.
What's your technique? What do you do when you're out
You know,
there?
my technique, not that I should tell all my secrets, but, you know, I believe in that if you show somebody attention, they'll respond to it. So there's a way to give a prolonged gaze at someone. You know, there's a way to start a very superficial conversation that lets them know that you would like to talk to them further. It's not about being overt. You don't have to be that way. And I think that sends a message that you're, you know, looking for something other than love. Be very intentional with how you present yourself at all times.
Can we ask for a good icebreaker? Does that
An
make sense? What's a
icebreaker?
good
People don't know how to say, you know, you're
icebreaker?
mine, you know, something's gonna be received well.
Yeah.
Well, how about, you know, how are you enjoying this evening? Or if you're at a wedding or something, an event somebody's giving, how do you know somebody? You know, hi, I'm Sharmayne. How do you know Shannon and Sharon? You know, what brings you here?
Yeah.
And then you
Just
can
something
find
very
out something.
natural,
Yes.
See, times have changed. I just went up to my wife and was like, you're gonna be my lady, let's go.
Oh,
No,
Shannon's
not at all.
like that.
I doubt that.
Not at all.
No, seriously.
Not at all. But that's great advice, great tips for us to keep in mind.
Yeah.
And is there anywhere we can follow you to get more information on great tips you have?
Well, I'm on Twitter and Instagram under manifest_coach.
All right, I'm ready to manifest that love in everyone's life out there.
May
so
we all
get those
find
tips.
it.
Yes, thank you so
For
much for
sure.
joining us.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Sharmayne.
And we'll be right back with more Rise 360.